Hi, this is Charlie Adams, and this is this week's edition of the Redlow Show, on location in Stark County. Ahead, the inspirational story of a woman who decided to get healthier and now owns a gym and is a fitness instructor. And a breakthrough segment on how you can take that step in your life. I'll take you back to when I took that step, ahead on the Redlow Show. Later in this show, we'll be in studio at the Redlow Group in Monticello. But I wanted to start out on location, as earlier this week, I got to Max Health in North Judson in Stark County. And I talked with the new owner, Jessica Barkus, about a moment in her life when she knew she wanted to get healthier, and it has led her to be a fitness instructor and owner here at Max Health.
I found myself in this bad health situation. I had gone to the doctor just for something completely different, and then I had some high blood pressure and some high blood sugar and things like that. And instead of being really proactive about trying to fix that through lifestyle and food, the first request was to start taking some medication, and I didn't really want to go that direction. So I started really working on my own food and my own health, and after several months of that, all of my numbers were back in check, and I just really like how that ended for myself, and I'm really hoping to kind of help drive other people in that direction if possible. It's not possible for everyone, but if we can adjust eating and lifestyle for people and get them back on a healthier track, then maybe they'll have a lot more quality of life and longevity to their time here.
Wow. So I talked to Jessica about what her vision is here at Max Health.
So there were several owners prior to myself, and it actually at one point was a laundromat. So it's done some changing on its own. And everyone before I got in here has done a really wonderful job of creating this space that's really enjoyable and comfortable and fun for people and easy to access. You don't have to drive, 20, 30, 40 minutes to go. You can just come right down the road. I would really like to grow not only awareness, but the membership here, having 24-hour access. Then it doesn't have to fit any single schedule for anyone. Anytime, if you want to work out at 3 in the afternoon or at 5 or 4 in the morning, I have people here then too. So any time is perfect. And that's kind of the goal I'm looking for, is to grow that awareness and membership for everyone, and hopefully take it in a direction where it's a fun place to be no matter when you come by.
Jessica had to take a step to buy this. And we're going to continue the show with inspiration that could lead to breakthrough in your life. I remember I was 19, timid, never thought I'd go into TV news or public speaking. And then there was an opportunity to take a step. We're going to continue the show at the Redlow Group in Monticello, Indiana. And I had a chance to sit down with co-owners Ryan Clemens and Michael Sims about their decision to start their business, and also talk a little bit about the breakthrough I took with what we call the steps. All right, ready for another edition of the Redlow Show, and with me the co-owners of the Redlow Group, Ryan Clemens and Michael Sims. How are you all?
We're doing great.
Doing fantastic. Thanks, Charlie.
Good to have you here, and I've got an opening story, and I want to get your stories about this. We got a picture of me, back in 1982, guys. I was a sophomore in college, and I walked near the journalism broadcasting building. And they had a sign, tryouts, student TV news, weather, sports, and I love sports. Well, I was kind of shy, had no broadcasting background, and I had to walk up those steps that you see in the picture. And I did. And I went inside, and Dr. Pratt and a student, Bill Hampton, were there. And they embraced me, and I took one step after another. And 4 years later, I was sports anchor at a TV station, wow. Bakersfield, South Bend, New Orleans. And I think everyone in life, you have that moment where you have, the steps are there. Are you going to take them? Are you going to trust the process? And I wondered about you guys in life about that.
Well, we definitely have a story. There's no doubt about this. Completely unscripted here, just so you can tell that it's genuine. I wasn't real sure what you were going to ask, but when Michael and I first started, even just in real estate, neither one of our parents even thought we would make it.
No.
But we both knew that we had something different, to add. And that was the first step we took. But really, honestly, and I think you'll agree, that the second biggest step that we ever took was opening up the Redlow Group. And quite honestly, we didn't know what would happen. But with the favor of the Lord and with all the commitment that we've had, we've been extremely successful. And thank you for all of our clients out there that has helped us get to where we are. But that was a huge step, just taking that step. I remember that Mike called me and he said, what do you think about doing this? And my immediate reaction was absolutely not. But the more that I thought about it, the more I prayed about it, and we got together. And I remember you saying, Ryan's not showing up. Remember, you were down in Orange Beach, right? And you asked if I would come down there.
Yeah.
And I said I would. Well, I'm notoriously known for right at the last second changing a plan. So he thought there's no way I would show up, but I did, and with my wife, and that's when it started.
Wow.
So it was really, it was awesome.
Yes.
It's been great.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Well, it is October, and I like to have fun on this show with Q&A. With the viewers, you participate, and Michael and Ryan. So, now this is a pretty tough one. What is the only movie with October in its name to win an Oscar award? It won for Best Sound Editing.
I already know it.
What?
Red October.
Yes, the hunt for Red October.
Did you know that?
No.
With Sean Connery.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, more what have been born in October than any other month? Nobel Peace Prize winners A, U.S. presidents B, Cy Young Award winners in baseball C, or five-star generals D. More of these have been born in October than any other month. Michael?
Presidents.
You're right.
That's what I am. Yeah.
How about that? 2 for 2, you guys.
We're doing better than Candace.
No comment there. Okay, October is what month? A, trim your nose hair month. B, get rid of socks with holes in them. C, toilet tank repair month. Or D, lawnmower repair storage month. It's truly one of these 4.
I think lawnmower storage.
That's your lawnmower. What about you?
Apparently I'm wrong. There you go.
Holy socks.
It is toilet tank repair month.
Really?
Seriously, yes.
Wow. I've missed that one every year of my life.
Every October 2nd is Name Your Car Day. What is the most popular name people give to a car? Is it Betty A, Beast, Baby C, or Christine D?
Betty.
Betty is your answer. What is yours? Now, I'm not saying that it's wrong. He could be
What are
right.
they again?
Betty, Beast, Baby, or Christine?
I think Betty.
Baby is number 1. Betty is number 2.
Really?
Huh.
Beast is number 5. Have you named a car in your life? Have you?
Oh, of course.
What?
Absolutely. We had a Riviera that went through the family, and it was the Rivster. And the name got passed down. So yeah, that was the only one that I really named, but everybody knew it by it.
Every October 8th is Fluffernutter Day. What is a Fluffernutter sandwich?
I know this. I'm
What
older
is
than you. You don't know what a Fluffernutter is?
Never heard of
It's
it.
marshmallow fluff and peanut butter.
Yes, yeah, we got a picture of it. Have you ever had one?
Of course.
Have you?
Nope, never heard of it.
Either. I've been scared to try them. What great writer finally never mentioned October in any of his works? This is a legendary, worldwide known author, but never mentioned October. You want me to
Is there a multiple
No,
choice?
there's not. I'm sorry. That was my bad.
So what?
I was too lazy on that one. I could say John Grisham, Shakespeare, Tom Clancy, and Bud Burrell.
Shakespeare.
Yes.
I only went because I listened to the way that you said it.
Well, we like to take you back in time to stories, guys. And in Pulaski County, there once was a fellow named Frank Kopke, and we got a picture of this guy because he left Winnemac with his 4 brothers at age 17. They went out to the Pacific Coast. This is back in the 1920s. And Frank was a light heavyweight boxer for 8 years out there, and we got him with his dukes up. also a fireman. So then they come back to Pulaski County. He's sheriff around 1930s when you got prohibition and all that.
Gotcha.
And he really took that seriously. He was a vigilant enforcer of prohibition and bootlegging. Well, Scott Roudabush of Winnemac told me, Charlie, August of 1930, Sheriff Cockney and his men were doing surveillance of a still 2 miles west of Winnemac. One of the biggest. Trucks were going in and out to Chicago. They think Capone was part of it. So Sheriff Kopke and his 16-year-old son, Scott, who was known for his shooting ability, they raided it and caught the bad guys, put 3 of them in the jail in Rochester because Winnemac was too small, and they got out the next day, never to be seen again.
Really? Interesting.
Pretty cool. I think living back then would have been so interesting.
I thought you were
Yes.
living back
Yeah, right. I'm not that old. All right. One of the things we like to do on here is a joke. And I've got one. When I was at the CBS station in South Bend, WSBT, I covered Lou Holtz back in the glory days of
Yes.
Notre Dame football. And Lou Holtz once told us a joke after practice, after we interviewed him. He said when he was growing up in Ohio, he wasn't the most dedicated student, right, as a kid. And so one time he was in school, and the stern teacher looked out. Yeah, we can all relate. And the teacher said, if I suspect you all cheating, I will take 10% off your grade. Little Lou Holtz got the textbooks out and opened them and started doing the test. And the teacher was stunned, and Lou said, 90 sounds good to me. I think that's pretty smart. Well, Twin Lakes School, we like to share good things going on around here. And recently, Principal Lingenfelter at Oaklawn promised the kids if they raised a certain amount of money for the walkathon, they could do the silly string. Have you ever been silly stringed?
Oh, I have,
Yes.
of course.
Yeah.
We have kids. That's what happens.
Well, they got her, and we've got a picture of it. And look at her outfit. I think she's ready to go into a nuclear field. That's the most prepared principal ever. But you love things like this, don't you, in the community?
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Yeah. Well, as we head towards the home stretch, one of our traditions is we have a sign each week, and this one takes a different course. We all heard everything happens for a reason, which it does, doesn't it?
It does.
I think it's a reason you all created Redlow Group
That's
and,
right.
and all that. Then they take a different direction. Sometimes the reason is you're stupid and you make bad decisions. And in my 6 decades, like, what was I thinking?
I've had those.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Well, as you go out this weekend, avoid those stupid decisions. And we hope you can comment below and let us know about good things going on in the area, this part of Indiana, and let us know what you think of the show. And always give us story ideas. Ryan and Michael, it's been a joy to have you on this week and learn a little bit about the steps you took to form the Redlow Group.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. And thanks to Jason and Luke and for all they do to make this show look the way it is. Blessings this weekend, and we'll be back here next Saturday.